All right, gang. So we're getting a little bit of an idea what the Yankees might be thinking in free agency. Not much of an idea, but a little bit. Okay. Aaron Judge is obviously going to get a qualifying offer no matter what. So if he does walk, the Yankees will get a prospect. I think J-Mo, Tyon will get one too. Anthony Rizzo just got his today. So there's a chance they could have three players get a qualifying offer, and all three of them could walk, and which would mean they would net three prospects. But anybody that they sign that's a free agent who's also attached to a qualifying offer would offset these prospects. So if they sign three, they'll just not get any more prospects, but they won't lose prospects or compensation picks unless they sign more guys attached to QOs than come out. So there's a good chance the Yankees might net a couple of compensation picks on the high end of the draft too. So not low picks, not around 18, 20, whatever else, but they'll get some high picks, which could be a good thing. So, and the Yankees could use them on pitching, I'll tell you that. But with that said, with the Anthony Rizzo thing too, keep in mind, if he walks, he's looking for a 2 to 3 year deal, okay? Let's say at least what he made this past 2 years, $16 million per, which could be $48 million, maybe even more than that. And I wouldn't be surprised if he got that with his power production. And he had 32 home runs this past year in relatively, missing some time. But if he and the qualifying offer itself is $19.6 million. So at worst, he comes back for that. At another scenario, he walks, they get a compensation pick, and they sign somebody like maybe Josh Bell for first base, or look out for Will Myers, okay? He was a Yankee killer when he played with Tampa. He was with San Diego, but he's a free agent now. And he's relatively young, and he still has production in his bat. So even though he's righty, and the Yankees have a hell of a lot of righties, he's somebody I would still look out for. But there's a player, let's pivot over to the outfield now, because let's just say Judge walks, right? And it's pretty evident to me, at least, the Yankees should be re-signing Andrew Benintendi. Okay, but I did hear on a tweet, and I was saying Yankees-related tweet, that Andrew Benintendi wasn't their number one free agent available, or desired free agent for left field. Okay, wasn't their top choice, so it surprised me. Now I'm like, is it Brandon Nimmo? But he plays more center field. But now that I'm thinking about it, there's a Japanese player who's asked to be posted, and sounds like he will be posted shortly, who wants to come over here. He's a 29-year-old, and I'm going to tell you ahead of time. I apologize if I butcher this guy's name. Masataka Yoshida. Okay? Yeah. I don't know where the hell he's from, but he's from Japan. I don't know what the name of the team is, but the Yankees have had success with Japanese players like Hideki Matsui, Masahiro Tanaka, Hiroki Kuroda, and with the exception of Kei Igawa, who was a freaking disaster, the production, at least on the offensive side, remained pretty steady with Matsui. The power dropped off a little bit, but this guy, and I'll give you some stat breakdown here, 119 games this year. He batted 335, 21 homers, and 88 RBIs, 447 on base, 561 slugging, okay? He's also known for pretty clutch hits as well. So, and he has a career 327 hitter, 421 on base percentage as well. So you get relatively 80% of that production. You're pretty good. He's a solid defender, and he's a very good fundamental player, as are all the Japanese players that come here. Wonderful fundamental player. So I think the transition isn't going to be that difficult, especially with a player this good. He also hits on the left-handed side, so it gives him another lefty bat. And let's just say Judge walks and they bring him and Benintendi back. You have these two guys and Harrison Bader in the outfield. You have a pretty dynamic outfield. You have more lefty bats. You just brought two lefty bats. Okay? And Andrew Benintendi's not attached to a qualifying offer. He was acquired at the deadline. Anybody that's acquired mid-season is not to be attached to a QO. So that's a benefit right there. Tanaka, Yoshida, whatever his last name is, he would be coming from Japan, so he's not attached to a QO either. So they could actually net several picks and maybe only sign a pitcher, like somebody like Carlos Rodon, who's attached to a QO, and net a couple of picks, which could help them too. There's a lot of different things the Yankees can do, and obviously that would be looking to bring in a reliever as well, or two relievers, and also a utility player. But we'll see what they do. I've gone over my blueprint. If you haven't seen it, go take a look at that. I think you'll find it interesting. But this guy, I completely forgot, because I was thinking Brandon Nimmo first. Excuse me, when they mentioned Andrew Benintendi wasn't their first choice for left field and free agency. But I'm like, Nimmo plays more center field, I think. But he has played left. I forgot this guy. And that's my fault. On me. I apologize for that. But he's a guy that the Yankees, and it sounds like he might be in their rearview mirror. They might be thinking about him. And this is the type of signing that I think Cashman can do. And people are going to be like, oh, shit. And then he could turn out to be a gem. Cashman has a lot of work to do, no matter what. Whether it's Judge stays or goes, that's pretty obvious, okay? And, they also need to clear some, not only payroll, but roster space, dead weight, guys like Hicks and Donaldson. So he's got his work cut out for him. But it has been done before. After the 2017 season, he did some pretty savvy off-seasoning. So I hope he does that same thing. But this kid right here is somebody I'll look out for. He's 29 years old, comes from he's a good fundamental baseball player. And again, he's known as a contact hitter, but has some power. He's not a big dude, but I've seen some of his footage. I mean, he's a good-looking hitter. He's got a good swing, a good solid foundation of his batting stance, and he can hit some pop. So I will look out for him. And obviously, you'll get it if they come to sign this guy or trade for anybody else or make any other type of move. You're going to get it here. So please subscribe to this channel if you haven't done that yet, so you don't miss it. And if you don't want to miss any other video, be sure to hit the notification bell because you will get every bit of news, Yankees or not. I don't discriminate against other teams either this offseason, and it's going to be busy. So especially Thursday at 5 when all the teams can negotiate with anybody they want. So right now it's just exclusive. And speaking of not missing anything, if you haven't heard, we're going to do our MLB free agent predictions tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll be on there with 3 other channels, Ballcap Sports, NYY Recaps, and Yankees Morning Brew. That's going to be a lot of fun. Each one of us will give our predictions. So that's going to be lit. And it's going to be live. So feel free to put in your comments, give us your thoughts, and if you have questions about where is this guy and he's not on our list, we'll give you some predictions too on that. So we'll be ready one way or another. So hopefully I'll see you there. The more the merrier. But let me know what you think of this kid. Have you heard of him? Have you heard? I mean, he's intriguing. He really, really is intriguing. And I like these types of players. So let's get into it. Talk to you guys later.